What's wrong, Andy?
Just fidgeting.
It's been a while. Everything was kind of misplaced.
Yeah, that's what happens. My children are good for helping with that. They were in here trying to annoy Aisha to death.
Well, that's also what happens when you put the marketing assistant's desk, the recording studio desk. Uh-oh. Don't knock over Weird Man.
No.
All right. Okay.
He's fine.
Hey, what's happening? It's been a couple weeks. I'm Gary Hardy.
I'm Andrew.
And we are with Brunner's Lawn and Services, coming to you with this week's Brunner's Bits.
Lawn
and Services. You know, lawn darts. You remember lawn darts?
Jarts? Yeah.
Jarts.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Those were dangerous.
It's been a minute, dude.
Month?
No, about since the week before, or no, since Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm.
Memorial Day week. We didn't do that week. Last week. Because last week was the actual Memorial Day. So 2 weeks.
Okay.
2 weeks. We may be introducing a new type of marketing. So there's this dude that I met at Heart of Centerville. His name's Zach Pitts. He used to be on TV.
Okay.
He's got this Facebook thing called the Pit Stop, and he does some like films a commercial and this and that.
Okay.
Dude's pretty legit. He's done some really good stuff for some of the folks in the Heart of Centerville. So I reached out to him, and I'm going to go ahead and probably have him do a commercial. I mean, I know we do some of our own stuff, but we might as well add into the repertoire.
I got plenty of stuff to do. You can invite new friends.
Well, no, he's going to do his own thing.
Oh, I see.
I'm not changing what we do. I'm just going to have him. I'm going to pay this gentleman to go out and like create something of his way that we can market as just something different.
Hey.
And it's always nice to see
break up the monotony.
A different perspective is always awesome.
And we don't have to send Aisha out to go film. Like, okay.
I don't think she minds it. Do you mind going out and filming, Aisha? Yeah, she gets to go see her boy toy.
Yeah, and make fun of him. Get back to work,
Tyler. Ha, you work.
I'm gonna videotape you working. Now, if you get good footage of anybody the whoopsies or the slip fall kind of stuff, where we can put the Benny Hill music to it, let me know.
Yeah, and we'll save it. Yeah, right. She has no idea who Benny Hill is.
I know. I'm sorry. I didn't think about that when I said it. Some people watching, if we have visitors, might know. You knew.
Well, I'm older than you are.
Anyway, don't COVID on me.
I love being able to control the mic because I didn't have to cough in people's face. It's my allergies, man.
I've been sneezing.
It's awful. All right. So, did you miss me though?
I see you every day.
Let's pretend that you don't.
Yes, I missed you.
Liar.
So much.
Liar. I miss getting away from you.
Oh, well, I'm usually not here.
Yeah, honestly, we really only see each other in passing.
Yeah.
We talk on the phone more than anything.
Well, I mean, with how much stuff
like high school lovers, we're always on the damn phone.
Yeah, my phone never stops ringing.
I like "You're not my mommy."
Yeah, it's just my refrain for everything. You're not my mommy. What? What do you need?
All right, well, let's go ahead and get to it. So, folks, before we kick off our actual topic today of beating the heat, tips for your grounds. I think that's the title, something like that. Anyways, let's do some current events.
Breaking news. Totally sounds like market, like in the market on a video game, like where you're just shopping for stuff.
I just want to dance.
My back hurts too bad to do that.
Yeah.
Anybody got a chiropractor for free?
All right. So our first current event, which this is like probably the coolest, unless you live by it. There's been some massive volcanic eruptions that have been going on.
Yeah, I didn't know about the one.
Yeah, you had Mount Kilauea
in
Hawaii. Mount Etna is very active, though.
Like 19 times in the last 100 years or something.
Well, in the last
average
20
of
years,
once of every 5 years.
Yeah, something like that. But the cool thing is, so Mount Kilauea, the lava's got like this goldish hue.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're finding that it's erupting with gold in the lava. And I actually wanted to fact check myself before, and I looked it up, and sure enough, Google it. It's I mean, it's not like gold bars or anything, but it's like gold flakes. The gold, the The mineral gold is in the mineral.
Next to Dragon's going to come out
Yeah, that's it soon.
for aliens.
There's already Dragon's Milk mead. Have you ever?
Dragon.
Not a fan of it?
That was okay.
So, but yeah, Mount Kilauea and then Mount Etna in Italy have been erupting. Let's just hope that Yellowstone
don't talk
doesn't
about that one.
erupt.
We'll all die.
If Yellowstone erupts, there is no more America.
I mean,
So Aisha, if
very
Yellowstone erupts, it's nice knowing you.
I mean, we'll be around for a little while choking.
No, like where we're at would be gone.
It'd be fine.
Here's the next cool thing. My bro graduated, dude. My son,
indeed,
my only son, my only child, my wife's spawn and appearance, my spawn and attitude. Gavin graduated high school.
Yep,
dude, that was
I enjoyed very much what he said he was going to study in college.
Yeah, it was very unprompted. And I can't get him to repeat it without prompting him now. That's what makes it even better.
Yeah.
So Aisha, we asked Gavin what he was going to study in college, and he said woman.
Yeah, that's what he told his grandpa.
Like unprompted at all.
I'm studying
women. And I can't get him to repeat it naturally. But it was the coolest thing, like how he said it. But dude, his party, there was so many people.
I mean, I only know immediate family and some cousins and stuff I'd seen years ago.
It was really nice seeing my dad, and nice hearing he told some stories from the old country, from the Holocaust and stuff, of one of my uncles' family stories. So I'm not going to throw it out on the internet land, but really cool stuff, man.
Moving around better than I thought he was going to be. Or he gonna be sore after all the travel.
For now, they head to Europe next week, I believe. They're doing a river cruise,
sweet,
through Europe. But Dad, I don't think wants to go, but he loves my mother dearly, my stepmother dearly. So
maybe do like
mother number 2. I hate calling her stepmother.
Right,
mother number 2.
Well, he'll do like Pop and just like, okay, we're here. I'm gonna sit right here. Have fun.
Well, so the cool thing is it's a couples cruise, so it's all of. So my mother number 2, Helene, she's still close friends with all of her high school, with her high school circle. There's like 5 of them, I believe.
There you go.
I can't name them all, so I'm not gonna. There's like
to...
Rosie, Joan, Christina, Lydia. Hold on, I can name them all. Lydia, and then my mother number 2, Helene. So they're all going. I'm not going to say all. I'm not going to quote that, but a handful of them are all going on this cruise, and they're all couples friends. So at least my dad's going with guys.
There's somebody to talk to.
Oh, dude, my Uncle George is the coolest dude in the absolute world. He's retired from UPS.
Yeah.
He drove UPS in New York City.
Ooh.
Yeah, different than here though. One building is your whole day stops.
Right. And you just stay there and
you just have your truck, and then you unload stuff floor by floor by floor. Yeah. But
don't get kicked by that guy.
Oh yeah. He hurt his back. I mean, it pushed him into retirement, pushed him in the office.
Hey, there you go.
And he drove an hour into work, or maybe even, it might have been longer than that, whatever the distance is, from Monroe, New York into the city, because he didn't want to, like the kids, he wanted them to have to grow up
a yard.
But yeah, super cool. All right. So that's that current event. I've beat that horse to death. Congratulations, son.
Thank you, man.
Now, here's a big one. So we've had some major changes in the company just in a handful of days. We've had to let some really good people go. We've had to let some people that they were good, they just didn't like the job here, go. But worst of all, we had one of our admin staff, our production manager, Jacob, threw in the towel and decided to move on. And
it happens.
It happens. And he's a model for how you should leave a company. But with that being said, I'm going to go back to the pictures. We've had a couple promotions. We are currently promoting my niece, Haley, your niece, Haley, Josh's daughter, to a senior team leader. And we are promoting Mitchell Studebaker, which is he's been with us since the beginning of time.
I mean, I just remember him when he was small, running around.
Yeah.
You know.
So we're promoting him to a senior team leader, and they're going to share duties and eventually become production managers. So all of this culture stuff and everything is paying off because we've got people to promote.
Yep, we
from
have some
within.
new people coming in that
Great people. We've hired some really good people. Diverse. We're a diverse staff, and I love it.
Yep.
I do. I love it.
See how everything works out in the next couple of weeks. Mother Nature needs to stop with all the rain.
I think it is going to slow down, but I think when it slows down, it's going to hurt. I don't know.
Brian's been going on about the Farmer's Almanac, says it'll be wet and cool summer.
Well, it's been hot yesterday and the day before, but the rest of the week and 70s. Next week is 70s. I don't think next week it's going to hit 80.
I don't look more than 2 days ahead. It doesn't matter in Ohio.
Well, yeah, all that rain that they said we were going to get,
right.
We're not going to get.
You got 24% chance tomorrow from 100. I'm sorry, Gary's pausing to die again. All better now.
Yeah, back to the camera. I didn't want you to see. But yeah, great promotions.
Cut that one out.
Yeah, don't. Yeah. Eventually, we may even get Aisha promoted. She may not even go be a teacher. She may just be our next CEO and run this whole company because she's going to have a bachelor's from the best school that I wish I could have attended, University of Dayton. Favorite basketball team, like going and watching them play college soccer. So we're going to steal Aisha into the family business.
Sports ball.
Sport. Did you say sports ball or sports brawl?
Sports ball. Sorry, I'm too far away and I'm missing a headphone here. It's dead.
Andrew. All right. So there's that. That is our current event, folks. Notice we're not saying we're hiring because we are actually staffed with 27 team members right now. All right. So let's move on to why we're here. Beating the heat.
Well, we'll see how that
Summer
goes.
prep for your grounds.
Well, not just your grounds, for your guys. Make sure they have appropriate attire, and we have a huge ice machine, and probably go to Sam's Club and buy a bunch of popsicles again.
Water.
Well,
they have big coolers.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
So I actually left the team off of the slide, so we'll go ahead and count this. We'll start with that. This is your bonus. Other than taking care of your grounds, you are right. Taking care of the team is probably the most important.
Especially when it's hot and you're working. It's easy to have heat stroke, pass out, and feel lightheaded. I had one guy years ago. I think he's passed away now. He kept wearing a beanie in the summertime. I ended up having to drag him underneath a faucet at a property, and like, if you don't take the beanie off, I'm writing you up.
You're not talking about the skater kid, are you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was. I'm not going to say his name.
I am, but
you and I will when we shut off, because as long as you say somebody's name, they never die. So
there you go. But yeah, the heat and it sneaks up on you, especially when you don't realize you're trucking along. If you're dehydrated, it's very easy to be like, oh goodness, I'm gonna fall down.
Yep.
So take breaks, hydrate.
Tell the guys don't drink as much as they normally would, because that stuff comes out your pore. It will dehydrate you when you're getting the 100-degree weather.
Well, and it's also not great to be drinking super cold water when you're already hot, because your body has to work harder to cool it or warm it up to your body temperature, or vice versa.
So when I was in the Army, we didn't drink cold water when it was hot. We drank lukewarm water. Mm-hmm. And I'll be honest, even now, I don't really. I mean, I have a bunch of water in the fridge now just because Gavin's going to be here, but I'll drink my water warm.
Hey, I drink.
You drink your beer warm.
I wasn't gonna say that.
It's not a sin to drink beer, Andy. It's not anti-professional.
No, but we don't say that word until after 2 p.m. Bad, Gary.
Beer. Sounds like a fan, like I'm blowing in a fan. Wow. Beer.
Yes, no, I've been yelled at. My neighbor tells me I'm very strange because I don't refrigerate my beer, and whatever temperature I buy it at is the coldest it's gonna be.
I don't drink beer anymore. I drink water.
Water,
Mick Ultra.
Oh,
water. Well, because beer. It doesn't give me. I don't get drunk. I can drink a couple of them, and I don't get dehydrated.
You'll probably drink 50 of them.
No, I don't. Two or three is my limit. I tell you, it feels a lot better. I drink a lot more water now.
Yeah, not a fan.
I know you and your Monster energy drinks.
No, I'm being good. I got some water with the little squeezy energy thing in here, so it's not the Monster.
So yeah,
A
folks,
little better.
we're gonna weave back. Take care of your team if you're out there as a landscaping company or whatnot, or if you're just out there doing the work yourself. Take care of yourself. Drink a lot of water when it gets hot. Start hydrating the day before, because everything you do today affects you tomorrow.
And your attire is very helpful too.
And-
Large
and-
hats and loose fitting clothing.
Believe it or not, when it gets really, really hot and sunny, wearing long sleeve is sometimes better. We have some guys that wear sweatshirts. I wouldn't recommend wearing a sweatshirt, but they wear sweatshirts and they don't mind it. So, all right. So moving on. Next tip. When it gets warmer and we're out of the wet spring season, you have to manage your turf heights. What do they say? Only cut a third of what the length of the grass is.
And as things get stunted, we pass things. That's why I think we have our contracts set the way they are, so that in summertime, it hasn't grown. We're not going to run and just cut for the sake of cutting.
Oh, we start the season off trying to keep it around the 3 and 3.25 because it grows so quick, and rain, and sometimes rain keeps us from being able to mow weekly.
Absolutely.
But when the summer comes, we try to raise that up to 3.5, 3.75. Some properties 4 inches and higher.
And we had one that they wanted it cut at 4.
Yep, every time.
Yep.
And if it didn't need cut, you don't cut it.
Mm-hmm.
So in the summertime, when you're not getting rain, if you cut more than a third, or you cut the grass too low, you're going to kill it. You're going to kill your yard. You're going to have dead spots. You're going to have yellow grass.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not going to be yellow because it's dormant. It's going to be yellow because it's dying.
And then that just lets in the weeds and other things.
And exposes the grass that didn't die to diseases, because just like a human body, when you got an open wound,
a couple of them, ouchies.
Infect fungus for plants, fungus and
fungi,
bugs and stuff like that again in it. So you got to really manage your turf height, and you also got to manage the sharpening of your blades when you're cutting your turf. Like, we sharpen our blades every day.
And Larry gets mad if you touch his angle grinder. Well, where's my angle grinder? Who took it? I'm like, Larry, it's right there.
Every day. It's great.
Yeah.
Most companies don't do that, but don't. If you're out there and you're a client, don't misunderstand the fact that we sharpen our blades every day with always being a perfect cut. It has been so freaking wet that when you cut grass, when it's wet, sometimes it slips and it falls down, and the blades don't, like, you're rolling your tires over one direction. That grass lays down and doesn't quite pop up by the time the blade's going over it. And then a day later, the grass decides to pop up because it dries. It looks like you got rooster tails.
Well, dandelions are good for it too.
Yeah.
The stalk will just fold over and then boop, pop right back up next day.
I mean, we've had an abnormal wet winter into spring. I mean, it's good.
It's been very wet,
which is good because last year we had a water deficiency. So it's nice that we're building the table back up. But I tell you what, it makes it hard to train new guys in abnormal conditions.
And it makes for a lot of Saturdays and, shifting and all kinds of stuff. So,
well, every year though, there's a different thing that makes the season abnormal.
Yeah.
Like this year, dandelions, it is the year of the dandelion. It's been awful. We did a show on that already, but I mean, there's last year it was drought. This year it's wet.
And we got another brood of cicadas getting ready to kick off. And I've already seen a couple of them, and that's usually not until the end of the month.
There's been cicadas every year for like the last 4 years.
There's different broods.
I know, but they're annoying. You can eat them.
Yeah.
They're locusts.
You can also get a tennis racket and have some fun.
You can. All right. So that's tip number 1, tip number 2, manage your turf height. Here's an Andy avenue because Gary fails at this regularly. Here's some watering tips if you've just planted some things.
Don't water it in the heat of the day.
And why is that, Andy?
Evaporation. There's, depending on what you're watering, root rot and other things, depending on that. And then I tell people all the time, the little droplets of water turn into a little magnifying glass in the sun, and it bakes little holes and stuff. So it's early morning with a couple hours before it gets really hot, or in the evening, a couple hours before sundown, so you have some evaporation. It doesn't sit in
Yeah, that's important at sundown. If you do it too late, the water doesn't evaporate and then it sits. And I told our guys incorrectly yesterday. I was confusing something. We were talking about why you don't water during the day. And I said this, and I was a moron, but you don't water too late in the evening because the water will sit there, not evaporate, and it will fester some fungus in some occasions. So you don't want the water to just sit, because you also get what's called root rot.
Yeah, and it depends on what you're watering too. Like arborvitaes don't like being super wet, so they don't require as much, watering as some other things that love water. So
Yeah,
depends on what
know
you're doing.
your watering. If you have had us plant plants for you and you want to know how to water, just call us. Don't let the plants die and ask us to warranty them because you didn't ask the question of how to water.
Depending on what I'm planting, I leave the little card with, like, on their porch or whatever. Or if they're the homeowners there, I'll give them the little information that comes on a little stick, when to water, how much water, the sun it needs, and that.
Yeah,
kind
I guess
of stuff.
all of the plants have that.
Not all of them, not a lot, and most of the stuff from some of our nurseries don't. They just have the name tag on them, and that's about it.
Let's give a shout out to our nurseries. Who do we use?
Acorn Farms, Brown and Sons, Wenger Lawn, Ohio Nursery Exchange, Site One Landscape Supply, depending on what I'm hunting for, Siebenthalers, just who's got the weirdness I need.
Yeah. Siebenthalers, yes, they are competitors, but they get weird plants and it helps us do our job.
And they're very helpful and knowledgeable.
Yeah.
If you very knowledgeable. They're happy. And Knollwood Garden Center has helped me out finding stuff from this year, so they've been helpful. So, right there in Beaver Creek.
So yeah, that leads us to, if you're looking for a company that actually gives a crap and you need some advice or just a new vendor, give Brunner's Lawn and Services a call at 937-681-4859. You can visit our website at brunnersltd.com. You can sign up for our letter from the CEO. I do a letter every month talking about what we did the month prior. Or if you just want to leave a comment on Facebook or on YouTube, however you want to do it, leave that below. And Larry says, shall we continue?
Lawrence.
Before we continue,
Washington Township.
Before we continue, we gotta talk about Larry for a minute. Hug on that dude. He's going through a tough time. If anybody out there that knows Larry, he's going through a tough time right now. His defibrillator went off last week. It does its job. But I tell you what, Larry is one of the most important people at this company. If it wasn't for Larry, there would be no Brunners.
He puts the Brunner in Brunners, he says.
Yes, he puts the S in his sweatpants too when he wears his sweatpants.
He must have learned that from Voltsy. Voltsy did the same.
He's probably in sweatpants in this picture.
Most likely, yeah.
All right, so shall we continue? So Andy was talking about our vendors, or the suppliers that we use, because Andy knows his plants.
Hey, I'm learning stuff all the time.
It's important to know your plants. Yeah. What are some plants that don't really need heavy water when it dries out?
Cactus. It just depends. I mean, there's all kind of stuff. I mean, most of the arborvitaes don't like it. You caught me off
for your annuals. Begonias, they don't need heavy water, nor do marigolds.
Marigolds are pretty hardy in the heat,
but you got to get them in the ground. We're losing some marigolds because it's taking us some time to get them in the ground.
I think that was missed watering time in the sun.
That was my fault. I'll take blame. I watered them a little too late. Well, we ordered marigolds, and that was legacy. Those were legacy plants. We got rid of some of them, but we kept some because we always keep extras. To do with them. Yeah,
give them to the garden people at Canterbury to keep the bugs away.
What are some plants that you have to really look at that could die that contract diseases, like in the summer, like boxwoods? Maybe
they've got enough going wrong for them right now. I don't think they need any help dying off.
And when do the bagworms typically come?
I don't know that off the top of my head. That's one I don't know off the top of my head.
I know
The bug side of thing is a Ryan.
That is a Ryan
That's a Ryan question.
But see, know your plants. Know your
I learn
plants.
something new every day.
Don't plant early in the summer. If you've got your planting done in the spring, awesome. And if you missed it, then you might just want to wait until the fall time. Unless
placement and whether you're going to be able to water it at adequately, and depending on what it needs,
and that's part of knowing your plants too.
You can plant all year long if it's going to be maintained and kept an eye on. And
so like canna, it'd grow great in the summertime because it's a tropical plant.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want it to last and grow year after year, you need to plant it near a structure,
wind break,
a foundation, something to break the wind, because they'll die.
It's kind of like a corn stalk, but squishier
and prettier.
Well, yeah, I would love to have rainbow canna, but it won't grow here.
It won't.
It's very pretty.
We have some canna in front of our house, and it doesn't typically start coming up until like July-ish. And then by November, it starts.
The city of Centerville and Washington Township, I believe, have a bunch of it in their pots going down some of the main drags at the intersection.
West Carrollton's trying to do that. If they don't take, we may have to help do some love this fall.
That's fine. I mean, I wanted to do something anyway with last year, but they already had a plan. So
we love West Carrollton. We're going to donate some pines to them. Probably those arbs out there too.
Yeah.
We're just. They take care of us, so we take care of them.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, know your plants.
Learn something new every day.
You got to beat the heat. Know your summer prep. Know your grounds. Watering tips. Keep your cut heights. Make sure you water the right times. Know the plants that you're watering. Know the plants that you're putting in the ground. Know the grass that you sow.
Yeah. There's a number, if you don't know, there's a number of really nifty apps. And then if you have an iPhone, you can take photos of things and it'll automatically search the plant for you. It doesn't get you right there because there's lots and lots of different variations of things. So you might have to do a little hunting to verify what you're looking at. And there's a number of other apps that do the same thing. That'll teach you all about what plant it is and where you can put it, partial, full shade, that kind of thing. So I have a lot of our guys download that just for a reference point. If you don't know what it is, take a picture of it. You'll learn something.
Yeah, we should probably go check the plants up the hill. Make sure none of them are baking.
Where? The church?
Yeah.
Oh,
make sure none of them junipers.
I think Matt's going to be up there later.
Yeah.
He's around the corner anyway.
That's so we did that Crossroads Church that we talked about forever. Well, now that it's going to start warming up, it's in heat rocks.
Oh yeah.
It's
and a lot of windows.
Lots.
Yeah.
So,
and it's got a south facing side that's yeah.
So, folks, if you want to catch us, we're here most Thursdays at 10 a.m. I will tell you ahead of time, 4th of July week, we will not be here. It's my 20th anniversary.
And his birthday.
And my birthday.
He's going to be 50.
I'm going to be 46. But yeah, you can catch us on Thursdays at 10 a.m. And that's, yeah.
We didn't tangent too much today.
And that time I didn't shut it off.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, we didn't tangent much today.
Sorry,
kind of kept to the.
She's keeping us in line. Getting so, an eyeball, like get back on track.
Yeah,
there you go.
A lot to do.
Oh yeah, I'm running away.
I can't keep up. I can't catch up.
Well, there's always something,
And now seminary's knocking on the door, so
there you go.
Can't catch up.
Stop trying. Just roll with the punches, man.
In all honesty, I understand now why some people don't answer emails for days. They just get too damn busy.
All right.
So
that's why I have 5 emails. I only use a couple for work. Tell who's in the sun.
Tell who's in the office. Like a jerk. Bit. Hey, somebody's got to do the inside crap, or people don't get paid.
I'll be the color of this wall by the end of the summer.
I'll be the color of this
coffee cup.
Hey, shout out to Warehouse 4. That's where I got my, and it's not coffee. It is Earl Grey black tea.
Did you put
with
lemon?
Oat milk and caramel.
Oat milk ain't bad. I mean, it's a good substitute for people like
I don't know how you milk an oat, but
you don't milk it.
Isn't it? I think it's just water and salt.
Yeah, I think it's just blended.
Water, salt, and
I love milk, but I can't drink it.
That's why you drink oat milk.
No, I do. If I or the silk stuff. I don't think that's oat milk.
It's almond
milk.
Almond milk's all right. But again, how do you milk an almond?
You smash it.
It's not like a cow.
Could be.
All right. Gosh, I'm an idiot. All right. Thanks, folks.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining. Bye-bye. I would absolutely.